Hello everyone, my name is Kittipon Kauta, or you can call me Tony. Now, I'm going to make a video presentation about the endless battleship of human race with misinformation on social media, an epidemic in pandemic. During the time of pandemic, COVID-19 cases are surging along with an influx of misinformation in health, even though it is difficult to choose which information to trust, especially in the age of fake news dominating across social media. There is a chance to overcome it. In this digital debate, we discuss how researchers in media field are tackling this problem through two main academic studies called Misinformation in and About Science and Multiliteracies for Combating Information Disorder and Fostering Civic Dialogue, supporting with research titled A New Application of Social Impact in Social Media for Overcoming Fake News in Health. Introducing from researchers Jevin D. West and Carl T. Bergstrom. They are Associate Professor of Data Science and Professor of Biology respectively at the University of Washington. Jevin and Carl are studying the spread and creation of biased or fabricated science. Jevin is a co-founder of Data Lab, a lab at the University of Washington Information School. His research focus areas are the science of science, computational social science, visualization, data curation, data for developmental and social networks. Carl is the co-author of the college textbook Evolution, published by W. Norton & Co. His research is focused on using mathematical, computational, and statistical models to understand how information flows through biological and social systems. And next, Christian S. Damasceno, Associate Professor in the Communications Department at University of North Carolina at Greensboro. Her research focuses on communication education, online hybrid learning, cultural studies, digital cultures, digital inclusion, qualitative methods, digital ethnography. We collaborate these researchers into the conversation of the discussion because of their contributions in information, social science, and digital cultures sequentially, which are currently interconnected to the topic of battling with misinformation on social media. Headlined by Vice, one of the major online magazines, goes by, quote, "Science had a misinformation problem before COVID. Scientists want to fix it," end quote. This is not exaggerating, since misinformation is even spreading more widely. Besides, it is threatening public health, especially during the pandemic, that the World Health Organization has declared the strategy of undercutting infodemic. The epidemic in pandemic, from an aspect of scientists as publishers, in attempt to terminating information that is considered incomplete or misleading. West and Carl find 5 factors contributing to the case of misinformation, which comprises, first, hype and hyperbole, intention to write overstated headline. Second, publication bias, negligence of previous unpopular research by changing focus to another fashionable publication, which leads to false facts in the literature. Third, citation misdirection, mentioning only authors that support their arguments. Fourth, fake news and predatory publishing, fictitious news and purpose of hidden benefits beneath non-academic publishing. And fifth, data and science distortion, contamination between truth and false altogether. In order to solve this issue in society, the researchers suggest that interventions of various approaches are necessary. First, in terms of incentives, it can begin from cultivating scientists to stick in the righteous norms such as benefit of readers. They continue elaborating that hiring committee to examine research quality instead of merely using the peer review system is crucial to suppressing the unfavorable behaviors. And lastly, rewarding those researchers who can comply with the new standard is claimed. Second, in an aspect of digital citizen, skills of fostering data reasoning, developing understanding of machine learning algorithm are proposed to alleviate misinformation. At this point, we're not going to debate further about complexity of artificial intelligence algorithm behind the processing of big data. Instead, we are supporting Jevin and Carl's research of misinformation by arguing it with the next academic study conducted by Christiane S. Damasceno. She applied a multiliteracy framework originated by Stuart A. Silber in 2004, with a research purpose of mitigating consequences from misinformation in students. Damasceno, in addition, states, I argue that to adapt to the fast-paced changes surrounding the so-called fake news phenomenon, students need to know how to identify misleading stories and also understand the factors that contribute to their circulation. Thus, this argument is supported by previous research of Jevin and Carl in perspective of 5 factors that bring about the loop of misinformation in and about science. Furthermore, Damasceno contends this approach resonates with scholarship on media and information literacies. In particular, it emphasizes responsible engagement instead of just the evaluation of news sources. It also encourages an interdisciplinary approach to the topic. Even though employing the framework alone cannot vanish misinformation, it facilitates people to acknowledge that apart from being aware of algorithms' power, they should improve competency on media and information literacy, especially, quote, in the face of changes in the landscape of information disorder, end quote. Likewise, another research called A New Application of Social Impact in Social Media for Overcoming Fake News in Health is brought into the debate because it provides study cases that illustrate how social impact in social media methodology is considered another key weapon to battle with misinformation. The academic study was conducted by Cristina M. Pulido, accompanied with her team researchers. Cristina is adjunct professor at the Department of Journalism and Communications Sciences of Autonomous University of Barcelona. Her main research is focused on journalism, communication, and online prevention of sexual harassment, especially from media and social impact. The research identifies messages in fake health information as, quote, mostly aggressive, end quote, and identifies trustable news by saying, quote, those based on evidence of social impact are respectful and transformative, end quote, which helps promoting, quote, in social media overcome false information about health, end quote. Moreover, she concludes that a drawback of false health information or fake news is intensive, in spite of less number of people who trust in it, since it is directly concerned with people's health. On the other hand, majority of people tend to trust in news in which content remains soft and neutral, even if they used to believe in misinformed one. However, by providing links or correct and simplified information with polite messages in comment section of social networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit. With this application of social impact in social media method, it can bring people back from the world of fake news into reality. To elucidate the effectiveness of this application, she claims that SISM plays a significant role in people's mental stage by conceiving people that they should believe in what other people do as well. Otherwise, they will be excluded from the society. Finally, in overcoming fake news and misinformation at this moment, basically, we got to know more details about how to notice fake news regardless of medical information. It is also necessary to put education efforts in social impact in social media methodology, data reasoning, media and information literacy. More theoretical move about the algorithm, which are all framed under multiliteracy's framework. At least, if it is impossible to get rid of fake news and misinformation from our society, do not let them overcome you. Thank you.